Hi everyone, John here, and we're back again up the apiary to see the results of the apistand and the apiguard. So we've got apiguard in this one and apistand in that one. We'll have a look in here first at the apiguard and see the mite drop. We can compare the difference, which was the best. This one here with the apiguard did have 1 mite a day before, and this one with the apistand had 1.5 mites a day when I tested them on the sticky board. So we'll have a look now and see the difference. We are then for the apiguard one. This has been on for 3 days. And we'll have a look and a count up and see what we got. There is quite a lot of mites on there, I can see. Right, I've looked on the board and there's 58 mites on the whole tray. So it's about 20 a day in 3 days. So from 1 a day to 20 a day, so the apiguard has worked for this hive, and we'll see if the one with the apistand is any better or any worse. I'll just show you a mite if I can. Right, if we look together, just there is a mite on the end of this stick. It's got a shiny top, there's another one there, so this quite small and round and shiny, easy to spot. Right, we'll now look at this one with the apistand in it and see if it's got more than 20 a day or less. Oh, it's got more than 20 a day, I can see straight away. There's absolutely loads of them. Absolutely hundreds. So there's around 400 mites on this tray in 3 days. That's about 130 mite drop a day. So this is a clear winner for the amount of mite drops, but it's not perfectly accurate, as I've said on other videos. This is only a rough guide when you do this with these sticky boards, so it really is telling me that the apistand has worked very well. So I will be using that again, so that's brilliant. Of course, these two I've just shown you now, they were both swarms from this summer, so one may have had a higher infestation than the other, but I still tested them both the same, and one was 1 a day and the other one was 1.5 a day, so they had the same test to see how much mites they got, and it just shows you the amount of mites that's dropped on there. The apistand, you know, it's done very well, I think, which is surprising to me. Right, because a lot of these colonies here are all swarms, or some I've bred myself, like from Queen Layer lot, so there wasn't 4 colonies coming into the winter now, and they've just been building up slowly on their own, but they will need feeding because they obviously they're not established hives. So I'm going to feed them with the syrup 2 to 1, and that will build up the stores, because I want to give them 45 pounds of stores, capped honey for each hive to go through the winter, so they'll be mite free and they'll have plenty of stores. So I'm going to top them up now. It was only 2 days ago I filled these up and they're empty. So I've got the 2 to 1 syrup here, and I put it in there, make sure I don't spill a drop anywhere, because that'll start robbing, and I fill them up very slowly so that the bees don't drown. It's that full. See, I've got the feeder there, and that's full right up now, and the bees are in there already taking it down again to fill the whole thing up. So this is going to be full of stores time I'm finished with it. I'll do the same now to all the others. So these are all pretty active. I can see that they're very busy. A lot of them are going in with pollen. You might not pick it up on the camera, but they've got a lot of pollen going in, yellow pollen. So you know, they're looking okay, I would say. There's one with pollen there, look, it's gone in. 2 big fat legs full of it. Back in my garden now. I thought we'd have a quick look in this one, Queen at Solder. If anyone has not seen my video on Apistan and Apiguard, I will put the link below, so if you're on a computer you can have a look, you can click on the link. If you're just watching it on the TV, on an app on the TV, you can look up Apiguard and Apistan mite treatment and you'll find it. So we'll have a look in here now and see the difference in this hive, and I think this will be interesting. Have a look at the front, they're quite busy. This is an established hive, so you know I don't need to feed this at all. You'll see when you look inside. As you can see, they're quite active at the front. There's quite a few bees in this hive, and I think they're doing quite well. So I don't know for certain they're doing well because I haven't looked, but I'm sure they are, because I did leave a honey super on there for them. Put the roof upside down and I'll put the crown board on there. We'll have a look in the super, see, because I left this super on here, that's going to give them a good start for stores for the winter. We'll have a look just to see what they got a bit in the super. I won't go right through it, I'll just have a look. These are this box is a hybrid box they call it, and I'm not over keen on them, but it's just some old equipment I've got, so I'll carry on using it till it's no good. Pull this one out first, give us a bit of room. So that's got a little bit of capped honey in it, in that one. There's no queen on there, so I'm safe to put that there. There's someone doing some business in the garden a couple of doors down, and I hope it's not noisy on the mic. I can hear hedge trimmer going. Let's have a look to see what we've got in here. These are well stuck down. Like I say, so you've got all honey in there, half, it's probably half full of honey, that is. And we've got the ivy coming in a few weeks, so they can really top this up with the ivy. So as I say, looking at this, I don't think I need to give it any liquid feed, because it's got this whole super on here, which is got quite a bit of honey in it. That's sort of 3/4 full, that one, I would say. So there's like, it's only, I reckon the middle ones here have probably got loads of honey in. These, we'll have a look. I won't go through the whole box, I'll just have a look at a couple like this. See, that's sort of full up, that one, with honey. So you can see that I've almost got, on this top box here, I've almost got a full box of honey. It's probably got 20 pounds of honey in here, I reckon, at a guess. We want sort of 30 in this one. So we've got a little bit to go yet, and we've got all the ivy coming, so that should fill this up. So I can see just by looking down in, they're all about the same. They're full of, there's more honey in this top bit here than there is on the edges. Now we're going to have a look in the hive to see if the queen's doing okay. Right, take the super off. I've got the lid on it as well, the roof, so it doesn't get robbed. Put that there a minute. we'll have a little look in here, just to see how they're getting on. It's always nice to know before you go into the winter that you have got a viable queen and everything. We mustn't presume just because we've got a lot of bees going in and out, everything's fine. There's actually probably £2 of honey in there and a load of pollen, so that's, you know, that stores for the winter as well. So it looks like they're putting some up on this box. That's full of nectar, that one, and that's all cap honey on there, so pretty good. Yeah, I've got you in a bit closer, might be a bit better on the camera, a bit closer. If we get to this one, look. Look what's going on in here. Look, that's honey as well. So we've got quite a bit of honey with the top box as well, with the honey. So I've got no fear with this hive. I know by the time winter comes, this is going to have plenty of honey in it. I haven't got to feed it. This has got brood on this one. There's eggs, larvae and capped brood on there. I can't see the queen. We might see the queen. Queen is here somewhere, I would imagine. This is completely capped brood, look. So they've got a nice bit of capped brood on this one. So that's doing very well, isn't it? I would say, going into winter. You know, it's not winter yet, but we're going that way, so we've got to be prepared. That's full of eggs as well. It's got capped brood that side. This side is full of eggs. So it's eggs in every single cell practically there. At the moment, don't speak too soon, but these are not too bad, are they? I don't think, for defensive. That's got honey in it. I bet this one's honey as well, look, because that one had honey, and this is quite heavy, yes. That's full of loads of pollen in here. You see, that's what you want, that in the winter. You need a nice lot of pollen going through into the winter. It's all good for the bees, and that's both sides of that is full of pollen. We got honey round here, look, but all this is different sorts of pollen, different colours. Very, very nice pollen frame. and this one is a honey one, I can see. Oh, it's got pollen and all, so there's another pollen frame there. Take this off now and look in the brew box. There's another pollen frame there, that's all pollen in there. This one has got pollen and cat brood on it, look. Pollen and cat brood. Very nice. Both sides. It's the queen actually, look. We've got the queen here. Right. So there's the queen just there, look. By the end of my hive tool, it's the red, it's just come off a bit. It's just gone in now and laid an egg. You see I put her abdomen in there then. Her abdomen reversed in and laid an egg. Right in front of the camera. There she is by the hive tool, you can see. So she's very busy and all the bees are calm. She's laying eggs, so I can put her away now. Put her up there and then pull her in. So when I put it in then, I had an inch gap, put it down, then pulled it together so that the queen has not been rolled or squashed. Because I think when I first started beekeeping, I kept losing queens at the beginning, and I'm pretty sure it's to do with when you put a frame back with a queen in, you can roll it or damage it, and that's what happens. So it's one of the most important things I found, is to be very careful with your queen when you put it back. Right, so the queen is safe in there. I'm sure you don't want to see me put all this back together. It's a bit boring putting all the boxes back. So the queen is safe in there. We got about, I would say, close on 38 pounds of honey in here at a rough guess. I will count properly in about 3 or 4 weeks, but they're easily going to make 45 pounds, and there's so much pollen in here, it's unbelievable. The queen's still alive, she's still laying. It's the same one I've had for 3 years, even though it's marked red. It's marked with a red dot, which is the wrong colour of the year, and because I didn't have the correct pen when I had this queen. This is a cannellonian queen, and I'll put it back together now. And thanks for watching, everyone. I hope it's been informative and helpful to new beekeepers perhaps, See you all on the next episode. I'm putting it back together now. Ta-da everyone, see ya. Thanks for watching.